you guys. So today, you guys, I'm going to be attempting to do the pour using the cloud recipe. If you watched my last video, you know I did the mixture so you can see the cloud pour. So I'm going to attempt to do the cloud pour. So this is my mixture here, and what I did, I tested it out on a towel before I did it. I just did that so it's not dry for me to show you. I'll bring you down for you to see afterwards. I don't think that one was scratched out enough. I see some cells, but not much because it wasn't scratched out as much. I think it had too much paint. But I'm hoping that this is enough paint for me to be able to scratch it out, because it needs to be scratched. So let's see what happens. Before I put all of it on there, I'm going to try to blow it out. See if I can scratch this paint just a little bit. I might need to plug the blow dryer out because I didn't intend on using the blow dryer. But I think I need to try to scratch out this paint. So I'm just going to use the blow dryer right quick. So I don't think that I have enough paint. I did use some on that towel, so I might have used too much of my paint on that towel. But what I'm going to do is just give it a go, and we're going to see how it turns out, because I have a little bit more paint. We're just going to layer our paints. The first color that I have is gold, and all of these colors is Arteza paint. So you just go from the side. I don't know if you can see me, but I'll show you afterwards. So, and then I have a red tint. I'll list those colors in the description. I'm sorry I don't have enough space for you guys to really see. Looks like I have some bubbles. I might need to go and pop those bubbles first. I think I have a little bit more paint than I realized in the colors. I didn't want to waste my paint, that's why I went ahead and did the video. Wanted my paints to be able to use them. I still have more paint. So I'm going to try to use all this paint. I'm going to just take all this paint and try to use all of it. coming, you guys. Trying to get the rest of this paint out here. It's a little thick. Almost there. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to take it up. Let me try to torch it first. So I did see some bubbles. A lot of little bubbles. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, everyone, my video cut off. Our cells are already popping up, but I'm going to get ready to tilt it. And I didn't want to tilt it without you guys seeing it. So let me get ready to tilt that. And I think I have enough time to show you that. So, and I'll come back later and show you what the result is, how it dries, or, you know, afterwards to see what the cells are like. So let me just try to tilt it. Tilting is not one of my favorite things. And it doesn't look like it have enough paint on there. But I'm going to do the best I can to scratch it. And I know it's out of the frame. I'm sorry. So the good thing about it is that because I do have to tilt it, it scratches the paint. Which the paint is not going that far, but it's scratching some. And that paint scratched good on that coaster. Yeah, it's not enough paint. And the paint may be a little thick too, and that's probably why it's moving a little slow. I have a little bit more paint. Let me take that paint and try to put it on the edges. Oh, and I just dropped the pieces of paint off of me into the paint. Off of my fingers. Try to put more on the edge. And try to go down. Then this way. Yeah, it's just not enough paint. Because it's not really scratching. I'm going to have patience. And I'm going to hold it like this for a minute. And see if it'll come back this way. So it may not be perfect, but I think it is going to have some cell reaction. And I'll let you see what it turns out like. I know that it's not enough paint, but I do see some cell reaction from it. So we'll just see what it turns out like. Next time I have more paint. I tried it on that towel and I used the paint. And so I'll have to let you see on the towel. Look like the towel is turning out better. And I missed and dropped some paint on there. So it's a little blob on there. But we'll see what it turns out like. Right now it doesn't look like much of anything. But I'll see because it's not really scratching. And since we just have more paint, I'm just going to take this paint and just put this paint on here instead of wasting this paint. So I just didn't want to waste the paint. Add a little bit more of the colors. I'm just putting these colors on here because the paint is just going to go to waste. So I'm just putting the colors on here. On that towel, those colors were beautiful. So I don't know. I guess it just wasn't enough paint on this foot to move like it was supposed to, because it worked great on the towel. And I'm going to show you that towel in just a moment. I have to pause you and bring you down, but I'm going to show you that towel. Okay. Paint all over, everywhere. And my cup has just flew away. lost my cup. Okay, I'm just gonna let that sit to see what happens. Even though you can see it's a little whoppity wop. Let me bring you down so that I can show you at least this towel. Okay, so there is that towel that I did with the cloud pour. Well, the cloud mixture on a pour. So the towel looks pretty good. Now, and that's the towel. I always forget, I must have a brain fart because I always forget the way to hold the camera so that it's not different ways in the video. So this is the actual big pour that was on the canvas 18 by 24. I'll see later if it turns into something else. I see that it has sails, but the sails look a little whoppity, and this part here didn't turn any, so we'll see. The towel did good though. I think the towel turned out pretty great. Look at that towel. And that one has a lot of paint on it. I didn't really take a lot of the paint off the towel, so I think that the towel did great. You guys, I did go back and blow the paint like out to see what would happen because it never did give me those sails. You see, it's just a little bit of sails. So I did go back and I just blew it out to see what would happen. And I actually like that. So I know that my paint is too thick, but look what it will do. So that if I want to do like a starburst look in the paint, then that thick paint would work for it. But I do need to thin my paints out for this cloud recipe to get those sails. So I will try again until the next time, you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Later, guys.